Okay, we are live.
Hi all.
So you set fire to what, Lindsay?
Jack potato. I'm not ashamed. It's something
I need to set out there for everybody else, just, old jack of potatoes don't go well in microwaves. Now you know.
I mean, I wouldn't eat an old jack. Like, I feel like a jacket potato being to the point where it can set on fire in a microwave is beyond the nutritional value of what I would want to put inside my body.
When you've got no student loan left, it's exactly what you'll eat.
Oh no!
This is before Maggi noodles were invented. Oh no! See, I like Maggi noodles, but it's a lot of Coca noodles these days now, isn't it?
Don't know. I'm not a pov. I have super noodles
It's
up in the
got
world.
that these days.
Yeah.
Retro special.
Yeah, I've changed.
Sold out instantly.
Will Ash be bringing us Papa John's in the hot tub next time?
Oh, what? No, he's a massive bigot.
Is he? Best garlic
Yeah.
though.
Didn't they have like a massive thing about Papa John's?
Oh, I
them
don't
being
know.
like-
I don't know. You still eat Subway, so...
That's true.
I imagine Colonel Sanders owned slaves. So.
Fair. Yeah, I'm never going to give up on that sweet chicken gravy.
You rank that as the best of all fast food, don't you, KFC?
Easily. Without a doubt. The best of all fast food available in the UK. I don't want to get into a big argument with people online about, oh my god, KFC is rubbish, and they're from, like, Bulgaria or something.
It's all about Burger King.
Nah.
Chili cheese bites.
What is wrong with you people? It's Domino's every time.
Oh, get out of it.
It's not even the best pizza.
No, absolutely.
Oh, you're so wrong.
Ristorante all day, every day.
Actually, Asda's own, pretty damn good.
Yeah, Asda's own though, because you can pay like £2 and get a bloody pizza that's bigger than like a manhole cover.
Like the size of my head.
Ridiculous. Well, let's not get carried away.
Massive pizza head.
I've never seen your head.
It's the size of a 12-inch pizza.
Same shape as well.
But it spins like a
Like-
rotisserie chicken.
It's like some fucking Mighty Boosh character.
People did used to call me Moonface when I was at school because my head was so round. True story.
I have
Now-
the
now tell me
same,
a
Lindsay.
flashback.
I have the same. I also had bomb head.
Bombhead.
I also had
Because someone-
Cartwoman, which was unpleasant.
You had what?
Cartwoman, like Cartman, but Cartwoman.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't nice. My school were bitches.
Go on. Given that I know what you look like because of the many, many framed photos of you that Alex had on his desk in work,
course.
why did they call you Cartwoman?
Because she used to go around going, "It's Batman, do that!"
Because until I was 16, I was 5 foot tall, but didn't eat like I was 5 foot tall. And now I'm 5'7", and it's okay.
I thought you'd be like, Alex, poop bucket! Really committed to the
Idiot!
delivery.
Oh, dear me.
Well, who wants to remind me what happened last time without the Benny Hill music?
Just bad things, basically.
Yeah, we got past the Ambi Gollum with shenanigans and trickery and tomfoolery, making him chase me. Everybody ran past. Then we basically went round a corner. Then we went across a gap on the wall. Oh no, we searched the other area. Forgot about the other area. Where with some broken statues, an illusion of the big bad Resident Evil guy, who, when he stepped forward to attack us, he was not there. Ah, we were fooled. And then we went across a big gap onto a crumbly platform. We went one at a time, and then Halvor, with his big daft head, his big 12-inch pizza head, came across, too heavy, fell down, collapsed.
You're
Didn't
trying to
really
make
do
out
much.
like Halvor did the worst thing of last session when you were the one that did all the...
Oh, hold on, I've not got to that bit yet. Don't jump the gun, Lindsay.
Don't be blaming it on Halvor, making him seem all bad for falling down a hole.
So Halvor, very foolishly, oh, what a fool, silly Halvor, so uncareful, stepped onto a platform which crumbled underneath him. Fortunately for him, he's rock hard and it didn't really do much to him. On the other hand, we went into a room with a big feast table laid out, which I quickly and wisely identified as being an illusion because
So
I'm
wise,
so
so wise.
wise and cautious and clever. And then the only thing that was not an illusion was a magical jug on a table, which I, for some inexplicable reason, I still don't know why to the day, decided to just pick up. Just to show everybody, like, everything's an illusion, apart from this. And then that brings us to this. Surrounded by some spectral, disembodied warrior people that have all looked at me. And the last thing that was heard from the session was from Bartandless, and I believe it is known in the industry as the brown sound.
And it ends.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
So yes, I would like everyone to roll initiative as the lights.
We already rolled, didn't we?
Do we have to roll initiative if we're going to back out and let him deal with this on his own? Because
Yes.
Well,
Because I'm going to thaumaturge the door shut so you can't get out.
the lights, the torches, all immediately being snuffed out
Oh.
as figures rapidly manifest and descend out of the floor, out of the tables, out of the walls. For purposes of combat, roll initiative. However, you all have the surprised state this round. You have all been placed into a combat. I can see you on there. You just need to click the initiative die.
I think we just need to wait for it to reload, maybe.
Oh, you're not on the page yet? Oh, I was
No,
about to
not yet.
preloading for a while as well. Okay, yeah, let me, it is in the process of loading. Yeah, it is a big, big map. Ambi Tempe. Bartandless is here.
Yeah, I am. Oh, sorry. Yeah. You've not triggered the combat? Okay.
Yes,
oh,
I have.
It wasn't loading for me for some reason. Oh, man.
Oh, Cora's here before Halvor.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah, it isn't Halvor on the laptop and
Yep.
Cora's on the excellent machine.
Why is yours adding on 0.12, Barty?
I think it was a tie.
It's his dexterity.
His
Yours is
dexterity is 0.12.
no, it's 12.
It's 12.
Yours is 20. That's what you get. 0.2.
I see. Look at me, not having a fucking clue.
So,
Are they rolling?
I already have. Are they not all
Oh.
showing?
Nope.
Nope.
Manually? Why are they not? Because we're not hidden tokens?
Well, they are to Hulk now because they're all in the dark. Although even that one that's next to me.
I can see him.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you can
everything's
see
come
him.
back. There you go.
That's because he's revealed them all.
So, yes, you just see there's this moment where before the torchlights has properly gone out and they starting to appear out the walls and floor, you just see glints and shimmers of gold masks and strange... They don't seem to be see-through and ghostly. They're just not entirely corporeal. There is a strange sort of metallic, oily shimmer through to them onto the skin that you can see. And just as the light dims, you feel more than see one of them rush in next to you, Bartandless, as this arm reaches out towards you. And although very, very thin, it's like how you described fairy fire in your session the other day. It doesn't cast much of a light out, but it glows just enough for you to see, like shitty, tacky, stuck to the ceiling sort of kids' dinosaurs or stars. You just see a hand reach towards you as it attempts to sap from you. Great start. Great start.
I mean, I am not going to. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attacks on me before I get to do anything. So I'm not
11
Whether
attacks on you?
Well, I mean, everything's attacking me, innit?
Oh! I mean, there's a little bit of shit staring for me when I said that literally everything leapt on directly on you.
Oh, right. I thought you said that they'd all basically...
I mean, of
suddenly-
course I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
We need the brown note. But now, yes, they are all going to. Oh, what is this that has appeared? Games Master, HP updated. This is obviously some bloody module has been... Did that take the health off you automatically?
No, I'm rolling a concentration check. I don't know what I'm rolling a concentration check for, though.
Neither do I. You haven't got anything up, have you?
If you have the icon, it'll always prompt you.
Oh, yeah, it will.
Okay.
But right, you did actually have to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 10, from being hit by that ability.
Okay.
So do you want to just call that as well?
Yeah, sure.
Yep, cool. Did it do the damage to you? Are you exactly 20 down for what you should have been? Yes, you are. That makes sense then. Only because I've got a new little prompt for damage that wasn't there. Let me just click this again, see if it damages you again, then we know. And if I click undo, does it give it all back to you? Yes, it does.
Yeah.
That's
interesting.
weird. Okay, cool. Right. Next one. If Cora didn't hear me say and wonders why I've skipped over it, you are all surprised, which is a
Oh no,
D&D
that's a bad
condition.
thing,
It means we do nothing for this round.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not that surprised. I mean, Barty touched some shit, so you know. What a surprise. I say this like it's never me that causes these battles.
I think this might be the worst one, though.
Has it prompted the saving throw from you again?
No.
Okay, then can you please make me a DC 10 saving throw? Con. Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
They just drift out absolutely silent. They are very Sons of the Harpy in their sort of movement and their drifting. Jammy cunt.
I don't take any damage on half or anything.
No.
Okay.
No, it's just an attack.
They've not got great aim, these guys, hey?
Shut up!
Bad
Jinx
Jinx
it!
now.
You've jinxed it! They're gonna do me in!
So, you all just feel these brushing past you. Bartandalis, you just feel the warmth of life just being quite forcibly, not so much a leeching as just a horrendous tug straight out of you into these creatures. Cora, Halvor, you feel the same sort of cold brushing past you, but manage to shrug it off. There's one more attack to the top of a round.
Hold on it. Why is my AC's down to 11 again? It should be
What
18.
should it be? It should be 18, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one shouldn't hit. Let me scroll up to the one that crit.
Oh, it's
The
a
one that
crit. So it won't matter.
Oh yeah, dickhead.
The one that crit
The one,
hit.
yeah, the one after the crit was a 22 as well, so that one still hit. Did you get
Okay.
hit by any that you shouldn't have? No, until this one.
Yeah. Let me just check if my armor's
So
on.
I can click. So I can click this nice thing to go undo, and the health is straight away back on.
Sexy. My plate armor is equipped. Can you change it? Because I can't change my AC.
So it should be what, 18?
Yeah.
So I've changed it to 18, immediately changes back to 11, which means you probably have... Yeah, it's the Shield of Lathander. Because the Shield of Lathander should have no effect, doesn't do anything to you. Oh no, just adds 2 on. Oh, that's weird. Oh. The half-plate armour. Halvor, I know you haven't touched it in a while, but it is not correct, is it, that the effect of half-plate armour in the effects tab would have this shit as the effect?
I believe it actually is. I don't know what it means, but all the default ones have that, and I have seen it work okay in the past.
Okay.
But you could always just change it to
for now.
Dex plus 15 or something. Oh, it's like if it's greater than 2. It's basically saying if it's great, if your Dex is higher, then use your Dex instead of the modifier.
Doesn't
or something
matter.
like
I've realised what it is. It's the fact that both effects were for some reason set to inactive.
Lame.
There we go. So 18 you said it should be, yeah? So I've just enabled them both from the back on. Don't know why I've done that. So yeah, that last one did not hit, and I've reset the damage. Cora, you are up.
Is it an action to try and open a door?
No, part of a move action.
Okay. Well, before I do that, I am going to try and attack the 2 people that are right next to me with my silver short sword. I'm going to attack the one that's straight in front of me first. Oh
Just
dear.
passes straight through it.
Do I do because I've got a silver dagger that I can use on the offhand as well. Do I do that now as well on the same guy?
Yeah, but you do get a second attack anyway first with the sword.
Okay, I'll do the second attack on the guy that stood right next to him then. That's better.
That one hits.
And now I can do a dagger attack on both of them, right?
No, so ahead of yourself, roll damage for the sword.
Straight to the features tab to work out what the hell.
The top one. Now you can horde breaker the other one.
I thought I'd already had a go on the other one.
No, you get 2 attacks no matter what weapon you're using. So like with the bow, you attack twice and then you get horde break. It's the same with the sword.
Okay, cool.
So target the other one and then do another short sword attack.
Nice.
Yep, hits.
And then what I was saying is she could dual wield and use a dagger as an offhand weapon, but I think technically, if we're going to be petty, you're not allowed to draw 2 weapons, so she could do that next turn maybe.
Getting into the
I know
Unless
field, is she?
DM will allow it.
If I'd known that before, I would have put Hunter's Mark on someone, but I didn't because you said that.
Where's this dagger action come from for the first time in 117 sessions?
Oh, the dagger has been there for hundreds of sessions, it's just never been used, much like the broadsword.
But I have very few arrows, so you know what? I'm starting to use them.
Okay, yeah, well you can get that one drawn next round.
Cool.
Anything else from Cora?
Yeah, I'm gonna move away from them and try and open the door.
Ooh.
It does open.
It does. Remember, there is no floor there though. There's a 30
How
foot
far
drop.
down is it? 30 foot. What would
Yeah.
happen if I dropped 30 foot?
You would take 3d6 fall damage.
I think that might be worth it.
Quickly.
I'm going. Can I hand a rope to Ez?
Do you have a rope already out? Because to go into your bag and take one out to hand
no.
over, you would not.
No, I don't. I'm just going to shout to Ez, can get down there. And hope that she doesn't.
But Andalus!
We're all going.
Bear
Come
in
on.
mind, you cannot see him. If you look at
can
what your
shout to him,
distance
can't
is,
I?
he has just vanished into black when the torches. You can only see people near you from being right in your vicinity. Bartandalus is gone. But although I imagine you might have heard a very pained noise from him with that grave.
Oh!
Also, can Cora only see what's around her as well? It's like blackness.
Got a bit more, but it's she
Yeah,
can't see.
her dark vision is
Dim.
significantly reduced.
Does opening the door not bring any light in from outside?
Scanned, it brings in that little triangle of it there.
Oh shit. No then.
Come on, Cora, chop chop. Halvor, you're soon.
I'm gonna stay as I am. I've made my choices. My choices are as they are.
So what? As in you're jumping down, or you're staying here?
I'm not jumping down because I haven't got my rope out. I've said to Ez to try and grab my rope and get down there if she can. But as things stand, that's the way it is because I can't get the rope out yet.
Okay. Ez just sort of glances to your backpack, which is, you're facing these creatures. The backpack's sort of precarious over the ledge. She sees things attacking you and moving in, and in a moment, she's going to step forward with her weapons and strike at the things that are in your face. What? Esmeralda.
Why are you even here?
She, as the axe, as the rapier goes through it, you just see this swell of light around it for a moment, and before it strikes her back. I always like it when someone hits something on the very next turn it's its go. You feel another one reaching towards you, Bartandalus, out in the dark. You are about to be attacked. Do you declare anything?
I declare bankruptcy!
I do declare.
I will be casting shield if it hits me.
Okay.
I will be casting shield
Describe your shield.
as I can see this little glimmer of a hand start reaching towards me, feeling like the vapors start drifting towards me. My body's just covered in a silvery, purpley glow, and the hand strikes away. Oh yeah, just like that. And I will tick off that there spell of mine.
Okay.
I do declare.
Halvor,
So
it's you.
I am going to turn and strike the one to the south of me-ish, because that is the one most likely to potentially interfere with Mr. Vilnius. So I'm going to focus on that one.
Interfere. Certainly a hit. Holy shit.
I shall strike him.
It looks
Again.
like it is here on a fucking wisp. It is dead. Your first strike took it to a single HP.
Nice.
It just, with the second strike, floats off into nothingness.
And I will then take my shield and bash at the other one.
Nice. I mean, there's really not much. They have You have a -5 to athletics, so yes, you succeed.
I will say that he's prone, and then I shall
You
remain.
will say that,
I am.
but as you push, the shield just seems to sink through it almost, and as you pull back, there's like just a cling of smoke or almost like liquid on the edge of the shield for a moment as your attempt to push it has done absolutely nothing.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Well, I remain steadfast between it and my allies. I
Anything
might
else from
even
you?
adjust slightly in a this way direction. No, I won't.
Attack opportunity!
I'm worried too much that more might come that decide Bartandless was too easy, so I'll stay there for now.
Okay. The one that you attempted to shield reaches for you. To no avail. Bartandless, it's you.
In the darkness, I just barely see the light of the doorway open, and I will clutch onto my holy amulet and I will cast Channel Divinity, Turn Undead, in an attempt to forsake these hopeful undead apparitions. But who knows? Right, I can't target everybody because I'm in darkness. So it's everybody that's within 30 feet of me.
Hold
Each
on,
undead-
hold on. Just to make life easier for a moment.
Cheers, brah. Okay, so each undead. So I'll target the ones that I believe are undead within 30 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's everybody in here, and anybody that's below me that we can't see.
That'd be good if it just like ravaged whatever demon is living down there.
Is this all of them that are within 30 feet? I've got 6 targeted.
Oh, they're skulls.
Sure, yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Oh no! No, don't do that, Dio. Okay,
Don't do what?
So, targeting 30 feet away from me to see what's within 30 feet.
Oh, that wasn't me. Scanning
Was it
out.
not you? Okay. Channel Divinity, Turn Undead. Oh, well, that's great. It's slowly doing it. Okay, cool. Fails. Oh, yes! Right, if any of them, I don't know if they are they level half or under?
Level half?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Bummer. Okay.
Level 1/2, even at the level, not something that scales up as you level up. That's weird.
Yeah, but I'm only level 5 cleric.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So if they are indeed undead, then they are well, and depending, I don't know how it works with your stupid game. It is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there is nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge. Well, I mean, if they're incorporeal, I suppose that they can just go through whatever they want. So if they are indeed undead and it works as would be expected, they all just piss off. You can make it dark again now.
Did you say they do that on their turn, or that we have to spend a reaction now to do it, did you say?
For its action.
Okay.
It can only use the dash action. So basically,
Okay.
that's what they would do.
Anything else from you?
Yes. Because I obviously don't know whether this is triggered or not, I am going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast myself a spell. Yeah, I mean, quite possible that they're not undead, so I'm not taking the chance on that bullshit. These floaty, moving through walls spectres, I will cast
Beast, mate, beast.
Misty Step. Misty Step. And then I'm going to go to the doorway. So this will take me into the doorway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I will go here because them two are filling the doorway, and I've not got enough room.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move 1, 2, outside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6 along the walls.
The
So-
door,
Get out of
that door
here!
is shut with a rope hanging out of it, remember?
Yes, that's fine. So that's as far as my movement can take me. So it's like, get out of here! Just wading through everybody. I ain't fucking about. Not with 16 health.
Okay, anything else from you?
And oh god, I believe I've still got the jug in hand.
You do.
I've bumped with jug. Sure. If I can, just as a free action, I'll just put it in my bag of. Oh, hold that. Do I have my hold all on me?
Where else would it be? You haven't rested or put stuff down. Well, you haven't said you've left
Sure.
it anywhere.
Then I will put the jug in the hold all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
They are all turned. So I just happened to. I was just trying to. Some of them were going to move in that direction, but it's like you've repulsed them and then like moved past them. So you've kind of just like power herded them, like So we are now going to have. Let's have a look. I suppose none of you see what is happening because it is dark. Ez is going to see that one turning and take a swing at it.
Do they get it on Channel Divinity? Do they still get forced movement attacks?
It doesn't move. This is what we were saying, like in Rhyme, wasn't it? They're not being dragged moved. They are being forced to spend part of their action economy to move.
Oh, yeah. Good shout. Is that why you're asking whether it happens on their turn? With an action?
No, that was more so I knew whether to just move them all there and then, or if it was on a turn-by-turn thing.
Yeah.
It may not be how others will rule it, but it's how I'm ruling it.
No, I think you're right.
Vilnius, finally able to do something. Is going to... what the fuck? I don't know. Clicked the wrong tab and thought that I'd deleted half of his character. Is going to... the room's going to briefly flash with a little red flare for a moment as he shoots a fireball. Oh, which hits. And...
You do know that when you hit them, when you attack them, they're no longer turned. So they are now not turned. It's until they're attacked.
oh, okay. Well, it died.
I suppose they don't. I suppose they don't know that it's been turned though. So
Wasn't it until they got damage?
let me read. It is.
While he's looking that up, Cora, you're up.
Well, I think the only one I should still be able to see is the one by Halvor, so I guess I'm gonna step forward and start trying to stab that thing.
Yes, it's if it takes damage.
But did you say, did Bartandalis declare what he was doing?
He declared bankruptcy. No, I didn't. It was like, just get out of here. That's what I shouted.
He was talking to the specters.
Yeah.
That hits, Cora. And
now
you can see that it lets out this breeze of as you do. That seemed to really hurt it.
Good, because I'm gonna stab it with a dagger.
Do you have a second attack?
Do I have to do that beforehand?
Nope, you can do whatever you want.
Okay, well, I want to do this one first.
Have you configured the whole? Isn't there a whole thing, Halvor, about unless you have a dual wielding, she doesn't get the proficiency for the offhand attack or some shit like that?
Indeed, and also no dex to damage.
Why are you doing... Did you not burn it before? What are you doing again, Bartendlis?
Yeah, no, I've accidentally clicked it. I didn't mean to.
You dickhead.
Oh, did it make them all do a wisdom save again? Have I got smell targeted? I can't untarget them.
I've cancelled it. I've cancelled it all off. It's fine.
It's darkness, so I can't
Okay.
untarget them.
So just Bartendlis was just desperate for screen attention there. What was it? What was it you were trying to do, Cora?
I stabbed it with a dagger as well and got 3 piercing damage to it, which probably has not killed it, right?
It is not. But you had your follow-up silver sword attack, didn't you?
That was the silver sword attack. I did the silver sword attack first for 11, and then I did the piercing damage for 3.
Yes, you get 2 main hand attacks.
Yes, but I wanted to see if I killed the first one with the silver dagger, as I don't want to waste a good
Yeah,
one.
that's fine, but you've still got another attack, is what I'm saying.
Waste a
Gosh,
good what?
this is
Your sword swings don't have ammo.
No, I mean, if I had a silver sword attack, but I could have killed it with a dagger, which isn't as good, then I would have done that first, you know?
Oh, you were thinking saving big sword damage for something else,
Yeah,
like Vilnius.
exactly.
Okay, well go on, make that sword attack.
I want to get it covered in pus.
Halvor, you're up soon.
Can I just point out that 3 of those ones targeted actually passed it this time?
Well, they're no longer within 30 foot anyway. Tell me how you kill it, Cora.
So I slice down instead of a neck kind of aim for this spectral being in front of me, but I kind of see the sword kind of slipping in through his neck, and when it reaches the region of his heart, he just looks at me, and he's gone.
Okay, nice. Anything else from you? Sorry.
Yes, I'm going to move forward a bit and see if I can see what the hell's going on the other side of the room.
Okay.
So I've only moved 5 foot so far, so I've gone to 35. I'm going to sit there for now.
Okay then. Esmeralda, having heard the combined advice of Cora and Poe, steps to the doorway and calls out to Bartendlis. Shall I jump down or remain here?
I mean, take your time. Just how high are we?
30 foot.
I thought that she'd ignored me the last time, so
Because there was
away.
something in your face. There were 2 things like within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, but now she's not got my rope. The whole point was I was telling her to jump down with the rope so that we could all climb down.
She's
but now
she's
jumped
shouted
down
to
her own.
Bartendlis. Should she leap down or stay up here?
Is everybody getting out?
No!
Then no, I guess not.
Ev just curses and turns and heads back into the room.
Was it like magical darkness, or did all the lights just flicker out?
All the lights went out.
Okay.
Ez can still see nothing, and that was the end of her turn.
Where did he just go?
You're up.
Where did that guy just disappear?
I don't know if you're not doing much good listening, but Bartendlis turned them all, which compels them all to head as far away from them as possible, and they can go through walls. So
I
the
just
ghosts
expected to
have
see
all
them
just
moving.
fled off. Well, you did. Did you not see him slide away into the wall?
No, he just was there and then he wasn't.
Oh no, he slid off into the wall. So Halvor, it you. Bartendlis, you're soon.
I step in front of Vilnius as I now can't see where anyone is. And I'm just going to say, hang on. Do I have rope? Here's the question. Whose rope did we use before?
Mine.
Then I will order Vilnius.
Was it ever taken back though? I'm not sure if Barty still won't have it where he is now. It
No.
should still be across the wall, right?
Yeah, but not by this bit of wall.
No, the bit where Barty is.
Yes.
He could just throw it to you and then you've got a
Oh,
way
it's
to
trapped
get
in a
out.
door.
It's trapped in 2 doors.
Oh, fuck.
I say, Vilnius, take my rope. We'll rappel our way down. and I'm going to action dodge.
So what
Suppose
you
I
want
could
him
do
on his
myself.
turn? What you want him on his turn to open your bag and pull up the rope?
Yes.
Okay. Bartandalis, it's you.
It's going to be a big boy heal on myself, this one. I can't tell whether I'm targeting any bad guys. If I just right-click and target myself without shift, it should cancel all the other targeting, right?
You should do.
I think so. Yeah, I don't see your. I see your target and icon on one of the bad boys. But I've also hidden him now, so I don't think it will let you do things to him.
Okay. Well, if he starts getting healed up, then that was unintentional.
I've made a note of his HP.
Okay, cool. And I'm gonna kind of sticking onto the wall, hold onto my holy symbol, and start muttering, "Oh, Holy Lord, guide me now. Tend to my wounds so that I can first take these foul undead." And I'll cast Cure Wounds at I think it's going to be a dirty 5.
Oof.
Is it 5th level? 1d8. How many hit points am I down? Yeah, I'll do it, because I'll roll shit anyway, I'm sure. Sweet.
You healed literally all of them.
Brilliant.
Straight to full as well.
Can you undo it on everybody and I'll just add the 34 back on mine? Or you knew what they all
Yeah,
were?
the good thing... No, well, I made the note of the first one, but yeah, I can just go through and click undo on each of them individually. It's very
Nice.
good. I like it.
Make sure we have that, please.
Do we have what, sorry?
On our...
It's nothing new, so it's obviously one of the modules we have, so make sure you update them, and it should happen.
Ugh. Cool. That was my action. There's not really much I can do for my bonus, so yeah, I will hold back. I will wait. Now I'm gonna move a bit further back. I'll move over here, keeping my
Okay.
distance. Wait for ghosties to come scooching back.
Moving away from you, wherever you are, or just from where you cast it?
They move away from me, but they keep running away from me. So they run in one direction, until they're away from me.
Baby, you love my... No, that's not One Direction, is it?
No.
Let's have a look. Right. Okay. Yep, Vilnius pulls out a length of rope from your backpack. However, I've got it! What should I do? Are you going to hold it, or should I tie it to a table leg?
Yes, tie it and I will secure it.
The table.
It's a very large table.
You're very large.
Not as large as a table.
He darts forward and ties it off. I'll say that between getting out of your bag and tying it off around the table leg, that is his action. What are you giving him any other orders?
To start climbing, I guess. Go, get out!
5, 10. Yeah, we can say that he is most of the way down climbing the rope. You will arrive at the bottom on his next turn. Cora, what are you doing?
Ooh, well, hearing this and looking around, not seeing anybody, I guess I'm heading to the door as well. Ez, looks like they've gone. Come on, let's make a move.
I'm with you.
So, What's the rule about climbing down ropes? Is that?
I think
Just
for
do-
you, don't. Well, it doesn't even cost you any more of your movement as well for you, does it?
Yes, you can climb at full walking speed.
Excellent. And it's 30 foot down, so I am 5 foot from the bottom of the rope now.
Your move is 35.
Yeah, but I've already just moved some to get down there.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, because I went diagonally, didn't I? Yeah, no, I should be at the bottom of at the bottom now then.
Okay, we'll. Vilnius wasn't quite at the bottom. We'll overlook that just for the sake of not having.
I jumped down with greatest ease.
the last 10 feet, you just leap over him.
Leapfrog.
Okay,
Do
yeah.
a flip.
I will. If you hold one moment, Cora.
Where are you taking me?
I'm moving you to the teleporter to take you down a floor. Because the
Oh, dear.
group keeps splitting the party. Let's have a look. So after that was Esmeralda. She was going to do the same. Halvor, what are you going to be doing?
I am going to... If Ez has gotten down, I'm going to untie the rope. But I will wait until that point.
Okay, yeah, it'll be next turn that they're all down there. So what, are you just holding fast for now?
Yeah, I'm just going to hold at attack in case anything comes all the way up to me, I guess.
Okay. Bartandalis, what are you doing?
I guess making my way down where everybody else is.
Much easier for you. And you just see there's just a load of these masked figures there who see you and like, oh, for fuck's sake, just move off again in another direction. Every fucking time.
It's loading. I'm in complete grey at the moment.
And Halvor. So yeah, they all get down, and then you say you're coming down as well, are you, Halvor?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the rope back and pack it up, and I'm gonna lower myself over the edge to minimize my fall. But I think I'm gonna have to fall anyway.
Yeah, 2d6 you'll take if you're lowering yourself with your significant.
Oh my
chance.
god!
Ooh, mark
Just
off-
like last time, fucking massive fall damage.
mark
Massive.
off-
It's not even done a dent. That's a quarter of my damage. It's a quarter of my health. That.
Mark off 11 HP.
Sorry. As I get down, I do say as well. So, some of what I think they left. I think they ran, but they might return shortly. Prepare yourselves.
Right, I think we need to assess what our plan is for this place. We know that the sword of Sergei von Zarovich should be here somewhere, which that might be the handle of over there. We want to find Harris, and we need to preferably search the library for the knowledge to restore the Fanes. Yes?
Yeah, and I'm kind of like glancing up at the room, like at the big opening, the open door. While we were resting before, didn't get a chance to kind of speak on it. I heard a voice in my head. It said that Harris was somewhere below us.
Well, now we're below. Let's go.
Or further down, do you mean?
It's when we were trapped in the auditorium room.
Do you think directly below, like down that hole that we saw over there? Or just
Maybe.
further down in the temple.
I don't know. I think it was directly below us, so to that area. Whether he's still around or moving, I don't know.
I mean, if that was the last place that we thought he was, I say we go there.
I think we need to make sure we don't tarry in this place. It is the most dangerous place we have ever been, according to the Game Master. So, I think we avoid the golem, the spirits, the skulls if we possibly can, and we try and go directly to our objectives and then get out of here.
And then I look. Alright. I'm kind of looking at the other rooms and like, alright. We go to where we. Yeah, that's our only direction. That's our compass. That makes sense.
You thinking east?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But ahead of us, is this not with the amber doors? This is. I wanted to say the library. Did we know that? I thought that was where that was.
Harris might be dead
description-
by the time we get to him.
The brief description I gave you from when you fell down here and had a little peek was the amber doors that once sealed this great stone room have been smashed, their pieces lying amid crushed bones, armour and weapons. That's all you got. You didn't go in, you just peeked from pretty much where you are now.
When we spoke to Vilnius, had he indicated where Harris ran to? I feel like that's something we probably would have asked him.
He had just said that he was there and then he turned and a moment later he was gone.
Then I point in this direction over here then, to the east.
And Cora starts heading that way immediately.
Can we take a few minutes to use Identify on the handle of the sword?
Do you think he's got a few minutes? Have you seen this place?
She wanted to take a fucking 8-hour nap a minute ago.
I was dying back then.
Well, we did have to take an hour's rest.
I don't think I'll be able to necessarily tell much from that yet. I'm pretty sure it's what we think it is, though. Come
Well
on.
then, I think we should take it, don't you?
I don't know. It didn't work too well for this jug.
Oh,
And
sorry,
I take-
Harville, didn't mean to move you.
And I hold the jug up out of my bag of holding.
Oh god, you took it.
I didn't mean to. I just kind of escaped with it.
Now he can summon 10 ghosts at will
Wonderful.
to kill us.
Cora,
Oh.
as you're heading out of the main hall, you enter a slightly lowered, arched hallway. It goes to a height of 20 feet, covered in amber glaze, and you can see your reflection within. But the images in your reflection don't mirror your movements. Instead, as you sort of glance and see, you see that instead your reflection is waving its arms and screaming silent warnings to you.
I stop where I am and say, guys, what do you think this means? Should we not go on?
I can't.
And
I
as
can't
you-
see into it. I can't see into the room.
As you no, it's just like the walls here and here
Oh.
around you, and as any of you who step in sort of join the reflection, you'll see that your reflections are all there, but they are just panicked terrors, just screaming, waving, and sort of get away, warning gestures. No noise can be heard from their screaming mouths.
They don't look injured or damaged, though.
They look exactly as each of you are now, so some of you are a bit damaged.
No worse than we are.
No.
Well, we already know this place is a terrible place. I don't think this warning is going to scare us off even further.
Yeah. DM, just because you've got full darkness on, and where you've obviously got your lighting source on the map, which is presumably over here, there is basically a line of shadow. We can't even see beyond it. It's just pitch black all along this way.
That's fine. It is only this room that has some light spilling from the ceiling, so it's fine that you can't see really beyond here other than that one little line, and there's a corresponding version on the other side.
Cool.
So yeah, that's fine.
I say in that case, Stay close to me. I've got some vision. And I start slowly moving forward, hoping everyone stays close with me.
Before she does, what's our boy Halvor doing over there?
What is our boy Halvor
And have you
doing
just
over
is
there?
that this light that light you've just cast? Is it? But I'm
Yeah, it should not be that bright.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just about to half it for you. So before we progress in that direction, let's talk about Halvor.
Ow.
Let's.
I just heard Lindsay's Halvor.
I take a blanket and I'm gonna throw it over the sword and then put the sword in my bag.
No.
Okay. Are you
I came to the
attempting-
Tempe, and all I got was this jug.
Or this
Uh,
shit broken sword.
I was about to say you're trying to do it sneakily. Are you trying to conceal it from the group, or are you just making a point of, do you know what?
Or you try not to touch it.
If
think
it's, well, I'm a little bit worried about touching it because of potential curses, so that's what was with a blanket. But I'm not hiding it from the group.
Yeah.
But it's a case of like, if it's broken and we need 2 halves of it or something, I don't want to be fucked and not have it when we need it. So I'm doing it.
Okay.
Plus, I feel like 99% of people playing D&D would touch the thing. So
I am suddenly thinking that the reason that the reflections were shouting no at us was
Because they
because
knew
they're
it was gonna do
"Oh, no!"
They're all pointing over your shoulder.
I was happy to take 10 minutes for an identify, but obviously we're in a hurry, so we're doing it the hurried way.
Okay, so you've put a blanket over it, and then you've lifted it up, and you've put it into what?
Just into my rucksack.
Okay. You now have a broken hilt bundled in a blanket.
The second broken hilt in my inventory. And then I run at the speed of light to catch up with the group because I'm very fast.
And we saw you doing this.
If you paid attention to me disappearing, then yes.
Consider my eyes rolled and you are tutted at.
God, this is like real life.
Okay, what next?
Botandalus, with the light, do you want me to take the light spell and lead?
Or I could go first so that anything that's there can't see us.
I'll stick with. I'll look to Villainous and say, "Get your light spell up. It's getting dark in here." And I will touch Halvor's shield in the dark. Touching it, I will cast a light spell on Halvor, which I can't remove off myself. But I'm going to stick near Vilnius, who has a light spell.
What, you can't remove your own?
No, when I take my light spell, it's just putting it back to that big bright one.
We need to tone down that. Oh!
Getting more intense.
I'm gonna turn Vilnius's off. That's a bit too much.
It burns!
We've all melted.
All we need to do is stand around Strahd and all pop our respective light spells. So what radius is that one? That should, yeah, I'm halving that.
Yeah, it's 2020 if you're doing the half.
2010. 20 dim, 10 bright.
That's shit. Very well. Cora and I will take the lead. Vilnius and Botandless, are you going to bring up the rear, or do you want Ez with you?
I'd rather stay next to you, if it's all the same.
Very well.
I'll hang at the back. So yeah, well, matching order. I'm going to hover near Vilnius, but so he's not at the very back.
Yeah.
If
Ez
you could
next
put
to
light
you.
source on him, that'd be great.
If you what, sorry?
Put a light source on Vilnius, that'd be great.
Yeah, I forgot. Let's have a look.
So, mental map-wise, was the hole that we saw, like, down here-ish?
The hole?
We saw a hole in a room upstairs.
It was not like a tunnel though, wasn't it? It had wall. Wasn't it like a walled pit?
Like a
It's
well.
supposed to-
There's no
Yeah.
wall around it, was the pit and the floor.
Yeah.
And would that have been underneath where we are now?
Not quite.
It'd have
When-
been
We're now under the
northerners.
corridor. Yeah, we're now under the corridor where we were running up and down, and I believe the amber golem would be above us there.
Yeah, but the hole was like below the auditorium,
much
right?
light.
It was like down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pit with the green skulls in it. You're just having a rave. Okay. I have a look over my shoulders. No sign of the shadows, the spectres.
No.
Halvor, there's a door this way.
This pleases me. Right. Well, Vilnius isn't moving, so I'll.
Where's this rubble come from? What's going on here?
What is going on in this rubble?
Maybe
DM?
you should investigate.
Okay, I'm investigating, looking to see where the fuck this rubble's come from.
I'll give it to you without having to roll. You can see that from above, parts of the ceiling and the wall here have come loose and caved at some point in time.
And this would fit with the bit where the golem's walking up and down, right? So presumably that's why. Okay.
So, should we try this door before moving south?
Yes.
Sure. DM, is
Okay,
it possible?
Beach formation.
Is it possible for you to give us permission to move Esmeralda and Vilnius?
I don't think about you getting full access to everything about them.
Oh, really? Okay.
I wish there was a token like follow command. That would.
You can get token attacher. You could click us, then
Yeah,
attach the two people to it.
That's true. Yeah. Might start doing that.
Might be a bit fiddly.
It's pretty quick.
But yeah, all close to the door. Esmeralda next to me, and other two behind layers. Okay, and we try the door.
So,
Leapfrog.
the furnishings of this bare stone room have succumbed to decrepitude, which is a nice word.
Ooh, love it.
Standing in the centre of the room, its head scraping the 10-foot-high ceiling, is a vaguely man-shaped construct made of dark wood and riveted iron. Its helmed head stares blindly in your direction. Cobwebs stretch from this terrible artifice to the wrecked furniture that surround it. It looks like this.
The Iron Giant.
Mm.
So it didn't move when we walked in the room.
No. The furniture in the room as well, you see a terribly wrecked, sort of frosted slightly over bed, ruined cabinets that have long since decayed and collapsed. And apparently, according to the Schley map, I think a sofa or a couch, some sort of armchair down here.
Seeing inside this big giant monstrosity like a little peek around the corner, I look at Vilnius and I say, "You go, I stay."
Jeez.
Help! Halvor! I'm being attacked mentally!
I don't think there's anything in here worth us touching, no?
I would like to not touch the thing, but I'd like to go up to it and see whether or not I can see any fingerprints or any evidence that it has been touched. Does it have any, like, inscriptions on it or anything like that?
Make me a perception check if you're not touching it, if you're looking it over. It is very much covered in dust and frost and, yeah, a large amount of cobwebs. Cobwebs both stretching from mist to nearby furniture and even within itself, you know, between its own limbs, over the holes in the armor and the helmet. The floor around it doesn't seem to be disturbed. It would seem that perhaps nothing has entered this room in the longest time.
Well, at least we know Harris wasn't in here.
Absolutely, I say we get out of here before it decides to wake up.
Yeah, I feel like anything we might find in here is not gonna be good for us. And as I walk through, I'm kind of like closing my eyes for like, I ain't got much left in the tank. Just to let y'all know.
We keep going for now.
If we get into another fight, it's gonna be it's gonna start getting more interesting.
There's
I'm
another
gonna
door.
just be right back one second. Sorry, very quickly.
If you can tell Harrison, I'm just going moving my children. I'll be back momentarily.
Sorry about that. Are you all there? Hello? Hello? Did everyone take a break in those seconds? Hey, players, come the fuck back. Testing. Yeah, I'm here, you bastards.
Hello.
Hello. Was that some sort of wind-up, or did you all just very quickly all take a quick BRB?
No, we all just ran away. Because Barty went to go and put his kids to bed, and then I went to the loo, and then Halvor was making a cup of tea. It's all happening.
I heard a strange noise, and I thought, there is nothing downstairs that should be making that noise at the moment from my kitchen. To the point where I thought, like, shit, is part of like the kitchen ceiling coming in? No, just a cat trying to get through the cat flap, which has not opened in the 7 years I've lived here.
Not your cat, then.
I have, oh god no. So it was just like gently putting my foot on the cat flap to like push it closed again, like, no, leave, leave now.
You can normally lock cat flaps, you know.
Oh, you can lock it with like the most flimsy, you could lock it.
It's a cat! How easy do you think it's going to be for a cat to break a cat
Honestly,
lock?
I think if I flicked this cat flap whilst locked, it would pop it out of it. It's like so feeble.
Maybe you should get a new door. That doesn't sound good.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not going to go and get a new door. I'm going to pay for a whole new door. The list of things I need to do to this house is extensive.
You get robbed then.
What, by a cat? By a
Depends how big
cat-sized
the cat flap
burglar?
hole is.
Depends what?
How big the cat flap hole is. If you can reach up towards the handle from
Oh
the
my
hole,
god,
then yeah.
absolutely not. And it is like a bank door.
I wanted to put a dog flap in the house, but I think that someone might climb through it with the size of our dogs. So that's
Yeah,
not.
I'm like, it's ridiculous.
At least I've got dogs on the other side.
That's true.
Although, no, they would just lick him in the face and invite him in for a cup of tea.
Back.
Excellent.
Hello.
And is Halvor back?
No, he's still making a cup of tea, but carry on.
Very kind of him to let you make that decision for him.
That's all right. I'll fill him in.
Okay, so yeah, having left that room, what are you all doing?
Heading down towards this other door, I guess, because that looks like probably directly underneath the room that Barty said he might be in. So let's go that way.
Okay. God, she's just going for it. She's just busting down and ripping doors open.
Look, I've got a guy to find here.
Okay. The door opens and you peer into a room. A white marble bed stands in the centre of this bare stone room, its mattress long since rotted away. From where you are here, you can see that on the corner of the bedposts, there are 4 golden hawks perching upon them. Everything else you can see looking around the room seems to have been reduced to dust-covered heaps, and cobwebs are covering sigils that are carved onto the wall.
No footprints.
Make me an investigation check. You see no footprints around inside this room.
Doesn't look like anyone's been in here either. Do you want to investigate or keep going?
Let's take a look around.
You would say that.
Why fucking ask if it's a problem?
Bartandalis, you immediately recognise these inscriptions, these sigils on the walls as being arcane sigils.
I will head over to them and just let me check. Okay. Which wall are they on? Sorry, the one adjacent to it.
All of the walls.
Oh, okay. Can I just give them a glance around to see if I can get a general idea of what the sigils might mean?
With the role known as Arcana, absolutely. You recognise that some of them are just glyphs of warding, but some also look like they are more protective than, less overt and kind of heavy-handed as a glyph of warding might be.
Okay. Can I get an idea whether it is to protect whoever might have been here, or is it to keep them in or keep them out?
I would say that would need more of a detect magic or identify on.
Okay. Well, there's some sort of warding ritual. Hard to tell whether it's on the room itself, on the bed, or whoever was once in here. Can't really gauge. I'm kind of like walking around as I'm kind of like looking all over. Can't really tell whether it was to keep somebody in or keep something out.
Does it matter? There's nothing in here now.
I mean, I don't know if this was like a sanctuary that somebody's set up in here. You know, could be a good
If you want a
place to
long rest, then maybe this is where you should sleep.
Not at Alvo.
But Harris is somewhere close by, apparently.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying right now. I'm just saying, let's keep it in mind. It's definitely somewhere to come back to.
As you step a bit further beyond that doorway, Halvor, you hear a bit of a... In fact, make me a perception check, Halvor.
You hear a voice saying, make me a perception check.
You hear a bit of a gasp from in the darkness ahead of you, and a slight clatter of metal, and a moment later you hear, "Who's there?"
Do I hear this as well?
You do, and you recognise it.
My name is Halvor. Who is there?
I shout, Harris! And run out the room.
If she tries,
no reply.
if she tries to run ahead, I put my arm out to stop her.
I shout, Harris, it's Cora!
Cora, be careful. We don't know what foulness might be at play. We will go and investigate, but don't stray far from us. We must stick together.
Then you better keep up.
Cora is
Opposite
dead!
of what I mean.
I'm not dead, I'm here!
And I will say to Vilnius, does that sound like your friend?
Yes, it does.
Vilnius has, but let's investigate.
As you're getting a bit closer, you can see now as the sort of darkness thins a bit, or more like struggling in the distance, you now can see what you couldn't before, a group of 3 or 4 candles just wedged into the floor. Well, just resting on the floor, melted onto it a little bit. Along with a backpack resting against the wall. And you can see a figure knelt next to a doorway, holding with a lowered crowbar, but now in the other hand with a dagger, sort of facing in your direction. You get eyes on them with your dark vision a bit before they get eyes on you, or Halvor sees. But Cora, you see concerned and afraid, and eyes sort of darting furtively around in the darkness in your general direction, your friend Harris.
Wow, handsome fellow.
Oh yeah, because when she says his friend,
Oh, come on. He's not my type.
that's why she keeps getting with girls. It doesn't count. She's not
She
cheating on
looks very
Harris, she's
girly.
with girls.
Whereabouts is he? I'm going to hold my hands up and slowly walk towards him. Harris, I know that you think that you can't believe me, but I promise it's me.
Stay back.
Ask me anything, I'll prove it to you.
And you see his chest going quite fast, and his sort of eyes darting from you to Halvor. Anything. What was the name of the bakers we used to raid? And we'd meet up under the bridge afterwards and split our spoils. What was that baker's?
The hot cross bun.
What was my father's name?
Harris Senior.
I will presume, by the way, because obviously we haven't discussed this beforehand, if you're deliberately lying, obviously tell me.
I am
I'm
not.
going to assume that you're answering truthfully unless you tell me bullshit otherwise. Well, actually, Cora, 117 weeks ago in your backstory, you said it was so-and-so. Harris attacks!
I've been trying to track you for so long. After I lost you, I kept trying to find you. I heard about what happened to Boyd. I've been so afraid for you.
What did you hear happened to him?
That you came across an evil man, the abbot, and he did some terrible experiments and you managed to escape. But just you.
I had to. I had to leave him, Cora.
I know you've done what you could.
But how have you survived?
I came upon some friends pretty early and I've been lucky.
He glances over at Halvor and just looks him up and down and gives him a quite a distracted nod.
They're good
I
people,
also
promise.
nod.
What happened to your hand? Your head?
Don't worry.
Are they horns? And he backs up a little bit.
It's been a long time since we've seen each other. I've got a lot to explain, but yes.
You're some sort of demon now.
Not a demon, no. I'm a friend of the forest.
I don't know what that means.
I'll explain, don't worry. We've got time now.
I think we
Things
can
are
get
kind
out.
of-
I think we can get out of this place. Through this door, but I just can't open it. I've been... And you can see, like, now you're closer, you can see there's like a little mallet on the floor which is broken, and the crowbar he's holding is almost a bit bent out of shape at the end.
Ez, Vilnius, are you with us?
Vilnius? You're with
That's
Vilnius? Oh, what the hell? Didn't mean to...
Wow, so they like each other, hey?
No, he doesn't look happy at hearing that.
Oh.
We found him upstairs, locked away.
He can't be... And so, like, Vilnius like, draws a little bit closer now, and he's like... He just gives...
Does Harris look like he's trusting me now?
He just looks to you, Cora, and says... The river's flowing quick tonight. Which you would know from your many years spent together means that someone in your current company shouldn't be trusted.
What did he say?
The river is
river's
flowing
flowing
fast
quick
tonight.
tonight.
Oh,
That thieves can on the go.
yeah.
I will maintain eye contact with him and give him a slight nod of understanding.
What do you think through the door, Harris?
And why that door?
One of our earlier travelling companions knew a lot about this place and said a southeasternly door had some sort of portal to get us out and to leave this whole place.
Was that man's name Beliov?
It was.
Well, I wouldn't be trusting him too closely if I were you. Looks at Bartandless pointedly.
For what it's worth, he's dead.
We saw, but I don't consider him a trustworthy source of information.
We don't think he was always himself. Let's just say that.
So what? You think I should have come all this way? Up this whole mountain? And then turned back here at the door?
No, we're not saying that.
I mean, we don't plan on leaving yet, but we're glad to have found you. You're one of the main reasons we're here.
How did you know I was here?
Partly Vilnius, partly us tracking you, partly divine intervention.
I think we might have crossed paths in Valaki, but never spoken to one another. On the way up the mountain, we found your diary and pack. At least I believe it was yours, yes?
It was. We left in a hurry, and most of my supplies were left behind.
I'm not surprised. This is a dangerous place.
Are you okay? Has anything attacked you since you've been here?
There were some floating heads that were drifting around the corridor upstairs. I managed to avoid them.
That's all you've come in contact with. You're lucky.
I've heard
Indeed,
bigger.
although
I've heard bigger
we
things.
skirted those as well.
I heard a couple of hours ago some terrible noises from above. I thought the police was coming down above me.
Yeah, that might have been our fault. It's so good to see you. And I move towards him and make to hug him and say, Vilnius, tell me quick.
What? Oh, to him. Oh.
Yeah, I'm hugging him and whispering in his ear.
You're whispering, okay. Are you attempting to... I suppose it would just be... Oh, how'd you work that? Because it isn't a stealth check, is it? I suppose it's just Vilnius's passive perception... Well, everyone's passive perception over a whisper.
I'm hoping like 20 feet away that it's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I don't think me, Ez, or Vilnius could hear it.
Yeah.
Halvor maybe a roll.
I just keep presuming that everybody whispers like me. Great, Fred.
Deliberately step forward slightly because I'm not
how
entirely
will-
trusting him at the moment.
Hal will make a perception check. Cora, he whispers to you. Well, first of all, as you step in, you see that the dagger sort of come up an inch sort of warily before he just slowly puts it back. He sheaves it again and very, very tentatively goes into a hug in which you very much take the lead, but after a moment you kind of just feel him relax a little bit, and you feel him sort of one hand sort of grips at the sort of the small of your back, the bunch of clothing, the other one on the shoulder, and he pulls you into a proper hug, and you feel him sort of pat. He always had a way of patting the neck, sort of patting you sort of like half on the neck, half on the shoulder in a very specific spot, and he just does that after a moment the way he used to always.
So I'm convinced now that it's him on the basis of his behaviours. That's good. Okay, cool.
Yes, sorry, and he whispers, he's a thief and a terrible liar. His story
He's
changed
not
every
heavy.
5 minutes. No, I don't think he could. He's some parlour magician.
My friends are safe. We'll help you. And with that, I part and I keep eye contact to help him just believe the things I'm saying.
I'm watching the exchange whilst they are chatting to each other. I would like Vilnius to roll a DC 16. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter.
It doesn't
Harris or
matter.
Vilnius?
Oh, sorry, yeah, I meant Harris, yeah. I've already done Vilnius and I fail.
Possibly the most frustrating one for you, I imagine, to have succeeded.
Well, we'll see.
So now we've found Harris. I guess the urgency is off. Do you feel the need to have a rest?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we'd all benefit from it.
What about you, Harris? Are you injured? How are you doing?
Oh, sorry, accidentally paused. A little hungry. Quite a bit thirsty, actually, but just you have to understand. I felt as though this door was the end, the pinnacle of my journey, and suddenly people appear at it, telling me there's more at stake.
I mean, I think there is, but don't think that we're going to try and stop you or anything. Now that you're at the precipice of where you want to go, just imagine yourself to be surrounded by friends. Your situation is only improving.
But whatever's on the other side of that door, it could be a danger. I think it's wise for us to at least try and get some rest first so we can face it fresh.
What do you guys think? Take a rest in the room with a bed for a little bit? Just a short one.
I nod.
I look to Harris. Does he seem convinced?
Very, very well. Very well. And he kneels down, just begins to pick up his general assembled stuff. What are your names?
My name is Halvor Jökulsson. I'm from Ushakar, as you might be able to guess.
If it wasn't the accent, it was the size gave it away.
And I kind of step forward and hold out my hand. Bartendolos.
What was that?
Scottish.
Bartendolos.
Okay, so
Cleric of Lathander. Pleasure to meet you. I hold my
Are
hand
you
up.
trying to be Scottish?
yeah, I wasn't sure if this was you being silly.
No.
He takes it. He's like, a pleasure.
I raise my eyebrow to him, like trying to convey who you're trying to kid.
And I kind of give a smile and like bow my head slightly. And kind of, I have my holy symbol of Lathander on display. I do a very pious kind of bowing of my head and then step back.
Okay. Yeah, and he also exchanges with Ez and then just gives Vilnius a bit of a curt nod and gathers his belongings a bit closer.
Do you know what's in the door to the south? Is that somewhere that you've been?
I gave it a brief go, but it was locked.
I think we worry about that after we've had a rest, eh?
Indeed. Only a short one. But this door up here, it seems to be a relatively safe space for the time being, at least.
I walk back, but I'm staying close to Harris. Like, I don't want to let him move away from me.
Vilnius, are you coming?
Yes, just... These doors are... horrendous. And you see that
How so?
the doors are just... They look almost like melted gold that has been stretched back to like sort of just doors, great heavy door size and laced with sort of amber latticing over them, which, although there's no discernible, they haven't been carved to have faces on. It's that kind of pattern where you just keep seeing things that look quite like horrible screaming faces in the door. The same is for this door as well.
It's like, have you seen that picture of, I think it was like a volcano or a lava flow, and it looks like it's just a pile of bodies?
Yes, yeah, that's very, very much, yeah, imagine a gold version of that.
Oh, so these are gold and not amber? Okay.
Yeah,
But only those two doors. All the other doors have just been normal doors.
correct. One second, Thomas is coming down, despite me giving him extra iPad time to avoid exactly this happening. What's up, mate? Quickly.
Just a hug.
Oh, just a hug. Okay. Okay. Up you go. Back
You're
on.
the best, Daddy.
Oh, thank you, mate. You are an alright son. He didn't hear me. Sorry, so you're saying to Vilnius?
I'll say, come, brother Vilnius. Let us go and rest.
Are you just gonna be Scottish now?
He's wanted to change the accent up, that's all.
And meeting a
Sounds
new
like
person is an
Monarch of the
excuse.
Glen.
Monarch of the Glen.
Raven. Vilnius, you have done well, and you will face the way of a warrior.
And as I'm kind of like saying his name out and I'm looking towards... Harris, do I get an inkling of whether Harris recognizes me or not? Because if he is who I think he is, when last we met, I looked considerably different and was definitely not a cleric of Lathander.
Have you met Harris?
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Make me an insight check.
He's been busy being traumatized the past 2 weeks. I doubt he'd remember if he did.
Well, who knows?
You didn't get any sort of look or flash of recognition, no sort of look of confusion when you introduced yourself. You just acted like, well, as normal as you could be getting introduced to somebody in the circumstances.
Cool. And then I gesture towards the door. Is Vilnius still staring at this door?
Yeah.
Okay. I will walk over and I will tentatively... Vilnius. And I'll place my hand on his shoulder.
Ugh. Yes, sorry. Just... Ugh.
Come, brother.
Lost myself in... Do you see the faces in it?
And I will give them a cursory glance, but I don't want to kind of like stare at them.
It's just a fucking ugly door. And he steps back.
Come. Plenty of time for that.
Very well.
And I will gesture towards up towards Hal.
Ah, so many NPCs to move. So where are you wanting to rest?
In here,
Well,
I guess.
I'm going to check in here first. I'm going to do some identification.
Are you going to be inspecting those symbols for a bit?
I am going to take 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic, and then off the back of that, I will be casting Identify.
Okay. So that is 20 minutes then, is it?
Yeah.
While
While-
that's
while
happening?
this is
Yeah,
happening.
I imagine Cora wants to...
I would like to say quite loudly, Harris, come over here and fill me in what's been going on with you. And I'd like to go to the other side of the room and say, keep quiet, but tell me what happened with Vilnius. Why don't you trust him?
just okay, you can do that, but just to highlight, you are in a bare stone,
Right next to
30-foot room, so it's echoing. Step over here and whisper to me. Very,
still 20
very
I don't know.
noticeably.
30 foot away is pretty far. If you were sat if you're like with each other and you were speaking quietly, I think that's far enough away.
Yeah, normal people can whisper.
And especially when I've
Just
just
not in
said to him,
D&D.
like, they're not going to be listening. They're thinking that we're filling each other in on the fact we've not seen each other for so long. So he's
Yeah.
not going to be trying to listen.
And I'm chanting over the top of this my ritual, so yeah, I think kind of quiet. moment.
Dan this like la 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 la.
Vilnius just comes and sits next to him.
He's... Some people are like eels. He's like that one chancellor we pickpocketed that time who just had an answer for everything and you could never pin down to anything specific. And always up a sob stories. And even halfway up a mountain with nothing to be gained by it. I know for a fact he lifted my coin more than once.
Do you know what's happened with this disease he has?
Had it from the day I met him. Filthy.
Yep. Never mentioned how it happened other than his daughter?
Oh, he said it was something to do with a locket he found. But even that, he only gave us that after we near enough threatened to leave him behind. How have these been? Have these been treating you okay?
I've really come to rely on them. They remind me a bit of you.
Which one?
Big ginger one, mainly.
Good. What happened to your head? The horns? I've got to be honest.
I will fill him in on the whole story of Fanes and meeting the Lady Three and the Trocker readings as much as I can in 10 minutes.
His eyes just slowly widen over the course of 10 minutes.
How much information are you giving him about the rest of your party?
That's it, I'm only telling you about me.
Okay.
I told you it was a long story. And I would like to invite him to tell me of any of the other of his travels, if he's got anything that he feels is noteworthy.
Yeah, he gives the verbal detail expanding on what you saw in the journal entries. He talks about the companions he had for a while. He basically talks through the people who he was with and how he lost each of them. He seemed particularly upset about having lost the halfling girl, Bracken, quite a while ago.
I believe my friend may have known her.
Oh?
Before they met with me, they were with another two people. One, a girl, they lost contact with quite early on, but another one died a few weeks back now.
Died?
It was at the hands of the abbot.
Oh. Well. May they find peace, as I hope Boyd has.
Indeed. Do you know of the vampires in the area?
Heard rumours of them roving around, and I know the king of this place, this Strahd, is said to be a vampire.
He's the reason that we can't leave, we believe. And I think that for me to fulfill what people have told me is my destiny, he needs to be killed and the Lady Three reinstated. I'm not sure that whatever through that door is going to be a way out for me.
It could, well, you could just put it all behind and we can leave and we can go back home to Skybird.
We can look, we can try, but something tells me it won't be that easy. The Taraka readings have told me so much and they've yet to lie.
But they're all to do with this place.
Which is where we are right now.
That nutter priest didn't even think it was real. If we can just leave here and go home.
As I say, I'm willing to look through and I'm willing to try with you, but I think that I'm stuck here until this vampire is vanquished.
He looks to be sort of just inwardly struggling with something for a moment until with a bit of a... We'll look, but... If I can leave and you can't, obviously... I'm not going to go. We'll stay and see your business through. And then we'll leave together, yes?
I'll always follow you. You're like my brother.
Your Alabama brother, right? He does not say that.
Well, I will give him a meaningful look and rest my head on his shoulder, content I've found him for now.
Okay. Meanwhile, through the combination of your spell casting, Bartandalus, you identify that these walls are covered head to toe in sigils which were once wards designed to protect the room's contents from theft. But over... And you've read a bit about this. You've never really come upon it through either interference or something else, or just sheer age. Although the sigils are still pretty much there as outlines, they have been bled of all their magic and are now inert and can no longer harm anyone.
Wow. Am I detecting magic from the golden eagle thing?
No.
They are just seemingly golden treasure, potentially.
Yeah.
Nothing else of magic in this vicinity.
Make... Oh, what would I want this to be? Let me think about this for a moment.
I would definitely want to be presenting Bartandalus with a certain sword bundle.
Make me an intelligence check with advantage.
Okay, because I also want to... Because for the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. And if you learn its school of magic, if any. I want to look at Harris.
That bears magic?
Yeah, if it has any magical ability about it.
Oh, okay. He does not.
Okay. Okay. What did you want me to roll an intelligence?
Intelligence with advantage.
Okay. There's no active combat encounter in your current viewed scene.
Alright, cool.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no, hold on. I was rolling initiative, not in... Okay, ability check with advantage.
Okay. I'm taking this to be the combination of your intelligence, which is not
So,
insignificant, your adept with magic, and just your sort of memory and observation based on the things you've been around and the things you've experienced. A magical aura, which you had previously associated with being on Halvor's person, is now on Vilnius's.
Oh. Is it the rope? That's the only thing he's given him, right?
No,
No, we just found out this
me because he's a little twat.
Little fucker.
Something magic, no less.
Okay. I will say... I'll look around the room and say, Halvor, do you want to join me in the other room? I'll take a look around whilst I can give it a scan, see if there's any magic.
Sure.
I look at Ez and Venus. You guys, just keep an eye on here, okay? We won't be long. In and out.
I would like to pop out and see them as well and just say, Ez, you've got this, right? We'll be back. 2 minutes.
Okay. Very well.
And as soon as the door closes behind us, I will fill them in on our villainous issue.
A Vilnius issue.
Should we do it? We'll do it further away from the door. We'll do it further Not right next to the door. He's like, listen,
I
listen.
can whisper. Nobody trusts me not to whisper things.
Less about how you say it, it's about what you say.
So you're having a conversation there, yeah?
No.
No,
If Cora starts trying to whisper, I'll put my hand up and then I'll gesture further down here. And we'll move over here for a minute. Then I look at Cora like she was going to say something. What is it?
Harris says that our friend Vilnius is a little bit of a pickpocket. He says he
No.
can't be trusted. He lies all the time.
Well, there's definitely some truth in that. When my spell went off, I could tell that he had something magical on him that you'd previously had on you. Did I tell what type of... I guess I didn't see the full thing.
No, it was more just reading. With the 14, I'll give that you recognised the aura had moved. You didn't get the specifics.
Okay. Okay. Oh, somebody just come out of the room?
Yeah,
At a door.
you hear a door open and you hear Esmeralda cry out for a moment.
I
And
rush
as you get
back.
closer, you can see Ez on her knee, just quickly fumbling through like her backpack. And as Halvor throws the door open, his torchlight, you can hear that Harris is panicked as well. And as the light spills in, Ez is just like, the lights went out. Vilnius had the light. Where is... And for a moment I forgot I had the light spell, so let's save it instead of fumbling in my bag. You came in as I was just casting light on a stone or something. And Harris has sort of like pressed himself up against the wall, like sort of pulled his dagger out again, and Vilnius is gone.
Where did he go? Did he go out the door?
Can I sense him? I can detect magic. If he's turned invisible. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you.
Would that include... Because obviously that isn't...
I don't see an aura. I don't need to see it, but I can sense it. But there's just no aura.
Okay, what's the
It
range?
30 feet. So as I've come in the room, have I sensed...
Not at the moment, no.
So it's not in this room.
Correct. Halvor, make me a perception check. Oof, Jesus. Are you expertise in perception?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You just, as you're looking at this door for a moment, I presume you went to the door that he'd been interested in, you just hear a single word whispered. Hold on.
Lunge.
Not yet. Not yet. You hear a word whispered. Shalks. And half a second later, the door just, in less than a second, just melts and collapses. And you see an eerie glow come from the room beyond.
I would make an attempt to leap and grab the source of the voice.
Attack with a disadvantage.
Yeah.
A grappling attack?
Well, show me where you're ping the tile you wish to attack as well.
Where did the voice come
I mean,
from?
pretty much right on the doorway.
Okay. Okay, make me an attack with disadvantage.
Hang on a sec.
You hit the well, I'm not going to say you go prone. You scoop a whole wide load of nothing but air.
I call out to my companions. Guys! Some help!
Should we go into initiative for movement? Or are we just moving?
Not quite yet. You can move.
Oh.
Harris, come on.
Do I sense any magic as I'm running over?
No.
Okay. That's half. That's my movement. Then I guess I'll dash. 1, 2.
And at that point, the detect magic equivalent of a wave of tremendous nausea and discomfort just hits you, Bartandalis. Something in this direction is magic and extremely wrong.
And there's a big floating green skull in there. Ugh.
Or a really small one.
Or a really small one.
So what you can see here, well, first of all, I will describe. The room has walls of glazed amber, a floor of red marble, and where's Halvor? Bartanos wouldn't see this, but from there, Halvor, a rough-hewn shaft in the centre of its 10-foot-high ceiling. You can see 3 enormous amber sarcophagi standing in alcoves, and above each sarcophagus floats a human skull wreathed in green flame. I would give to you, Halvor, from opening the door, you can see that the skulls have turned to you for a moment and have then just drifted their focus away.
So this... What's this? This is a tube, a pillar, what was it?
That is basically the map indicating that the hole is above that. That's peeping up to the hole from upstairs.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a fun place to fall into.
I thought you said it was like a well, it was like a pit, it wasn't a hole coming into the room.
So from upstairs, it is just a rough cut hole in the floor which opens into the ceiling of this room.
Oh, okay, so it's like a well tube that then comes into...
No, you kept saying well. I don't know, when you said well, I thought you meant that there was like a lip around it, like a little bit of wall. It's not. It's basically like something big has just burrowed straight down from above this room into it at some point.
Right, okay. Okay.
Are Harris and Ez looking like they're following me out the room?
Oh, yeah, they absolutely are. They would not have wanted to have been left in with that one. I'm sure Ez might have popped something, but Harris did not want to be left in.
So far, the skulls don't seem to be that interested in us. Is correct?
Maybe we should just back away from them.
I look at Halvor. Has he taken the sword?
I check my bag. Well, I've been getting that out to show you, so I feel like that one.
Yeah.
Well,
No, you didn't have the
know, if he
sword
took
yet
it
when
when
you
it was-
instructed him to
Oh,
rummage
no.
around in your bag.
true.
Would you like to have a rummage and see if you can notice what's missing?
Yes.
Perception.
Speedy look, speedy look!
Yeah, speedy. Turtle brooch.
Okay.
Who gives a shit?
I don't know,
Well,
it's amber.
Wouldn't I have been wearing that? I mean, probably could
No,
have.
it was in,
If
it was
he's a
in your
pickpocket.
bag.
Brings out the amber in your eyes.
Yeah, but why would I not be wearing it?
So
Even so.
Okay, your axe.
I mean, you could have still pickpocketed it off your person, you just didn't notice.
Yep.
He fell over and was like, that took me a bit longer than usual to get
Could have just taken it off in the dark when we're in the room with the ghosties. Help me! Ooh,
as-
my hand on.
As you're approaching this doorway and you're kind of looking around, scanning your eyes across the room, you just hear a whisper, a frantic whisper of just, here, I did it, take it back, and cure me of this wretched disease. And you just see as the invisibility spell falls off Vilnius, and as it does, he's already leant, almost slumped over the large amber sarcophagus of the west, pressing with both hands his locket directly onto the amber. And as he does, it's just immediately and violently ripped, and the chain snaps, and it just sinks into the amber.
So he's visible now?
He is.
Fireball.
I watch.
And he falls to his knees, and there is a very loud... I'm trying to think what Bartandalis' line is like. Oh shit, Barty can't see in, only Halvor can see in, sorry. Bartandalis can now see in. Halvor, you see a dark, shimmering figure. You see a tall, humanoid shape, very sort of alien, grey alien in proportions, begin to manifest within the amber. And as it continues to sort of take form and shape, you begin to feel that it almost looks feminine. And then the amber cracks and falls apart, and stepping out of it, as it breaks, there is just a horrendous stench washes out over all of you. You all feel immediately sick, and you just hear the loud buzzing of flies, and looming taller and taller in the room, stood over Vilnius, is a figure.
Oh, good.
Well, she doesn't look very nice.
Do I detect magic on her, DM?
No.
Yes. And it hurts your head, Bartandalis. Vilnius is on his knees and says, You said you'd cure me. You said if I brought it to you, you'd take it away from me. You'd cure me and heal me. I did my part. I travelled across worlds to do my part. Please, heal me. And the figure just looks down for a moment. No. And there's just a horrid, wretched scream from Vilnius as all of you that can peer into the room just see him rapidly, like a not kid-friendly version of drinking from the wrong cup in the last crusade. He is just immediately desiccated, and all the fluid and most of the skin that was on him is just drawn like dust from his body into this tall figure. And he is just left a ruin on the floor. And the figure just turns to you, Halvor, to Bartandalis, and to Cora, raises a single pale finger to her lips, and with just a cloud of flies rushing up from the floor above her, vanishes.
I don't think we should go in there. I think we should go back to the room we were trying to have a rest in. We haven't had a rest yet. Let's go rest.
As to know what he stole from you?
What?
I don't think he stole anything from us. He just left the room.
She said he was in a bag or something.
No,
Yeah,
she was rummaging around trying to find a torch, because I forgot for a second she can cast light. Because obviously he had light cast, so when he went invisible, they were both just plunged into darkness.
Is there still a door, or is it essentially
It's
melted
just marked
away?
now. It's melted away.
Do these skulls appear to be paying us any heed?
They drift very slightly in no particular direction.
The other sarcophagus or sarcophagi are not doing anything, right?
You see the vaguest, faintest ripple within. You don't like looking at them. There's something that really unsettles to look at them, but they certainly are not acting in any way like the other one did when he pressed the amulet into it.
In that case, Cora's going to start taking comical steps away, like reverse sneaking up, sneaking back.
Yes, I'm not sure I want to goad the skulls into attacking us just to retrieve a brooch and whatever else Vilnius had on him.
Do I know DM from her pestilence and necrotic energy and the vision of her? Have I, from, I don't know, religious text, arcane books, any chance I might identify who that might have been?
Or his chats with many demons?
I would say no.
Okay. Then
So back for a rest then?
we'll back away. And I give a glance over to the other golden door.
I mean, I don't think we need to worry about that just yet. Based on what we saw through that door, I'm not in a hurry.
Agreed. Sorry to leave you two alone with him, but Handler's noticed that he'd stolen something, much like Harris said that he inevitably would steal something.
As long as everybody's okay. Apart from him.
Seems so. Let's get back.
I'm going to try and keep up the Scottish thing.
I will cast light on myself. Oh, am I the only one? Oh no, Esmeralda's got light, so I will cast
She
light
has,
on myself. Am I detecting any magic from the golden door?
No. Despite what you just saw happen with the other one.
Okay. Then I will look beyond the last resting place, Vilnius, and see. I was presuming Ez had gone with them because she has light. I've cast light on
Okay,
myself.
she would not want to leave you. She would hover. She would have got to the door and sort of turned with mild interest.
I will go to my knees, hold on to my amulet, and I'm kind of like praying for a moment, kind of saying a few words under my breath, and then finish with, "From death, life." Take a knee, stand back up, and then stand on my head.
Desperate man. He did what he felt he had to. We've all done worse.
Indeed.
And I look over to my right and say,
Halvor, let's check the room. Ez, can you stay with them? They need the light.
Of course. Be careful.
Wait. Which room? The room to the south?
No, this one up here.
Okay.
Go.
and as I'm walking, I will stop and say,
I can't get a read on Harris. I can't tell whether he's been possessed or not. Can't tell if he's recognized me. Obviously, last time, if that creature is in him, last time it saw me out, definitely looked a lot different. Hence the voice. Trying to see if I can throw him off. Buys a bit of time, see if we can get a bit of a rest.
I don't know how such a thing might work, but it certainly seems that he has all the knowledge that he did previously. I don't know if that would be something to look out for in a possession scenario.
It seemed like the child that I'd seen previously. He was called Felix. He had, all his faculties about him, knew everything about the kid. He was definitely in there. we need to rest. If we're bringing that thing out, I'm gonna fight it, or if it decides to attack us at any time, then, I'm speaking relatively quiet as well, DM. And
Well, that's for me to decide. No, yeah.
then we need to be ready. I think it's something we need to try and deal with sooner rather than later. I feel like Cora's too invested in finding her friend that she's kind of forgotten just exactly what he might be. Speaking a little bit too much about him, so I don't think it's going to be that hard until he puts 2 and 2 together and works out who I am. All I can hope is that he doesn't realize that I know who he might be. If he is, I don't know.
Do you have a plan of how we might be able to vanquish him, if it turns out it is him?
Nope.
That sure is a shame.
Yep.
Well, let's do this. I don't want to leave them alone for too long.
Yeah. And I will open the door. Apparently not, because it's not within reach. Oop. No. I bob my head in. Do I detect any magic in here?
Yes.
Oh!
From,
Where from?
the construct.
From the construct. And what is the magic that I detect of him? Is it just transmutation?
It is enchantment magic, I think.
Is it from the entire creature, or is it from like a section?
It is from the entire creature.
Okay. I look it up and down. Well, still giving enough magic, but I don't know whether it's just inactive for now. I guess we'll leave it. Don't touch it, and it ain't a problem till it's a problem, right?
That's the hope. And make sure you take a look at this sword hilt before it runs out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just identify which is ritual anyway, so... I've already done detect magic.
How are you detecting magic now, aren't you?
Yeah, it was all spooky magic, too powerful, all Barovian and stuff. Okay. I will
You have disrespected
the DM.
the agreement.
Also, I haven't clicked the button, but you have disrespected our agreement.
Does this just come from everywhere?
You have taken from the temple.
I
told you.
And I hold my hand up and say, "Hey, you mean this?" And I take the jug out of my hold all. I was like, I was gonna put it back. I have no reason to take it. I don't even know what it does. And let's be fair, we've not actually left the temple, right? So we've not taken it anywhere. And I will slowly put down the jug. No harm, no foul.
And the book.
Did you take the book?
Is everybody hearing this? Does this echo to everybody?
They'd hear his side of it. She wouldn't have heard yours through. Oh no, you didn't close the door. If you're calling out to it, yeah.
Well, that's not technically of the temple, though, right?
You cheeky little sod.
I will be keeping my eye on you even more closely. A single other transgression. And you will be killed.
Does he actually stutter like that?
Yes.
Okay. And I kind of like lower my hands and smile slightly. And I pick up the jug. And I will open my bag of holding, deliberately look around, and I put it in the bag of holding. Come get it back.
Does anything happen? Does it?
Yeah. Just before it happens, you notice rapidly drifting with purpose out of the doorway to the south, the 3 flame skulls coming directly towards you. I would like you, Halvor, and the flame skulls to roll initiative, please.
Oh shit! Why do I even bother?
So would we have heard all this?
You would have, the last thing you would have heard, I suppose, was Halvor shouting, was Bartandalis shouting, "Come and get it."
I mean, I feel that there's no way we can just stay in this room. We've got to see what's going on. So I feel that the 3 of us would probably mobilize as well.
Okay, I'm happy for you to roll and join in next round.
That's cool.
Bartandalis and Halvor. Streaking, you see a thin bead streak from the other end of the corridor. As a fireball.
Oh, actually, I don't know if I'm in range. Let me see what the range on counterspell is. Within 60 feet!
It is exactly 60 feet.
As I kind of start hearing... I mean, I don't necessarily know how it works with its kind of like chatting away.
You wouldn't hear anything, they just drift silently.
Okay. Then I will cast counterspell as I see this charge, this little orb, this familiar orb starts swelling in front of it. I will just kind of like hold out my hand, twist my wrist, and kind of like try to drag it away like I did with the golem. And I will cast counterspell.
Okay. So you just pluck that out of the air. Halvor, what are you doing?
I'm going to run my way forwards. And I will shout to my companions, "Everyone, to arms!" Channeling my best Sir Eric. And I'm going to try and kill the first skull I see. And I'm probably going to do it with a bit of an adrenaline surge.
Okay. Yeah, at the end of this turn, we'll have Cora, Ez, and Harris roll. You hit. Nice, a big hit. Another big hit. Oof, you crack through a lot. Your second blow just goes halfway through the skull and you just see bits of green flame come leaking out. It looks heavily wounded by that.
Cool.
Anything else from you?
I will remain there.
Okay. Next one comes drifting up. Another fireball.
I'm going to cast War... Oh, shit.
No, you're not. You've already used your reaction.
Oh, yeah? I mean, doing nothing.
Bartandalis is fucking rocked into the wall, into the rubble by this bead of fire. Yeah, okay. Next one comes up.
Fuck no. Oh, shit.
In fact, what's the movement? Is it 30 or 40? We are 40, yeah.
I was just holding it on for you. Come and get it. Come and collect it.
Oh, what am I doing? Comes up again. Just a sequence of fireballs blasting down the corridor.
It doesn't matter. I'm down. Oh, am I down? I'm gonna. Oh no! If I pass.
Another blast. Another blast, and yeah, Halvor, you've just seen Bartandalis near enough disappear in a blast, in two sequential blasts of fire. Bartandalis, in addition to you just being fucked by that, you just hear the clatter of loose stonework and masonry falling from the ceiling and the wall. I'll give it to you in a flavour way, not in a ceiling caving on you mechanic way, but it's just powerful, powerful blasts. It is now you, Bartandalis.
I am going to go in here and shut the door on my way in. And as I'm going in, I'm going to say, "Good luck, Halvor!" Actually, hold on. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I might have to do this beforehand. 1 second. I am going to... Oh, it's within 30 feet. Okay, I'll have to do it beforehand then. Okay, before I go in, I'm going to... I say, "Halvor, you got this? Run!" And I am going to cast with my... Oh no, okay, okay. I'm going to cast Haste. Haste on Halvor. And then I'm going to go in here and shut the door. And I can't shut it. It says I'm too far away again. And then in my head, I say, "I thought you said it wasn't gonna do anything. I thought you said that the voice that said it was lying."
What?
I'm saying you said that the one that had told me not to take anything was lying.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
And then I'm kind of like just looking at this big armoured golem. Is it still inert? It still seems to be inactive?
It is, yeah. It's just stood there, cobweb still on it.
Just stay like that. Just stay like that.
Just high five it and see what
Just
happens.
because it wasn't inclined to. It might not have been inclined to, but you did feel the need to goad it. I will do everything in my power to help you, but you have to work with me.
Alright, that just kind of got the wrong end of the stick. It's fine. I'm alright.
Lies are for other people, not for me. I saw your smirk.
Well, it seemed like he stuttered. I tried to call his bluff. Didn't work. This goddamn jug's twice as nearly got me dead.
Okay, anything else from you?
No, that is me for now.
Okay, top of the round. Cora has rocked. Cora, not a good initiative from you, is it?
No, bad.
Ez is first. She comes to the doorway and is just like, "Oh, that's Cora. I'm moving Cora, sorry." Ez sort of comes out and sees the first one of these flame skulls, and she is just going to attack thrice.
Yeah, they grouped up really unfortunately then, because I was going to slow them all when they were all together. But then they basically put Halvor in the middle of them all. Oh no. Come on, guys, you got this.
So Ez just gives it the 1, 2, 3 and carves through. Oh, carves through a lot of them. Next up is the one that Halvor had been striking. Let me just check something. Okay. Halvor, you give it a slicing 1, 2, 3. And it then begins to just shimmer before your eyes. And it almost becomes just, the features of the skull become almost impossible to gauge, and then it is going to attempt to drift away from you north. Are you to strike?
I will attempt to.
Disadvantage, so if you're being reckless, just regular.
I'm not.
Okay, so disadvantageously. As you strike, a green... No, that is... No, that's fine. That's what we've been going... No, actually, the whole spell, no cantrip thing, was that include a reaction? You can't do, surely, because Bartender has cast spells and also... Yeah, it's on your turn, it's your action, isn't it? Sorry, I'm sort of thinking it through myself, sorry. Yeah, as you swing out, a green, almost like just cage springs up around it for a moment, and your axe, near enough, bounces off.
I'm confused. What's happening?
I was trying to work out... So, yeah, it casted shield.
Ah.
Halvor, is now your turn.
You are hasted.
Okay. I will fail to catch this one and strike it.
Tell me how you kill it.
Nice.
Oh, I come sprinting up to it, and this axe swing comes chopping down from above, and the skull is cleft in twain.
It clatters to the floor.
I shall then run to assist my ally, and I will start by attacking not the one that Esmeralda is fighting, the other one.
So that's this one.
It is.
How many attacks do you get in a round anyway?
2 plus haste.
Sweet.
I don't know why that happened. I clicked damage, but I think I double clicked it and it decided to roll 2d6. That should have been 1d6.
Okay,
So
I will remove the 5.
5 or 6. So now I get the haste thing, and I can do a single extra attack with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I swing again.
Ooh.
Yeah, boy. That haste has immediately got its worth.
And that should have been
What?
2d6.
That crit was only a 10.
It didn't roll 2d6. It came up saying critical, and I clicked critical, and it still only rolled 1d6.
Okay,
No,
so
you
so
already
manually-
rolled 2d6
Yeah,
previously.
you
I
have
claimed it
yours.
back.
So an additional 4 damage, yeah?
Indeed.
Okay, anything else from you?
I guess I'll bonus action try and smash one of them prone, despite the fact they're floating.
Also, just realised you wouldn't have killed that because it's shielded, and that would have been a miss. So would you have attacked that one again?
Yes.
given how little HP that one had left and how they all had the same, I am happy to say that you crit and killed that one if you wanted. And this one is the same.
Yes, so I'd have hit it, missed it, then crit it and killed it.
Yeah.
And then I would probably move to the same spot. I will try and shield bash one futilely because I'm not sure I've got many other bonus actions, to be honest. Let me have a quick check. Bonus actions. Disengage or hide. No, I will. Yes, I will bash it. That should have been advantage. I'll do again. Oof. Oh. There's one strong skull with its -5.
As you strike it with the as you strike it with the shield, you sort of push it back for a moment, and as you withdraw the shield, it just returns to exactly where it was. Floating in the air, levitating, it seems unlikely, you gauge, that you'll be able to do much with these with your shield.
That's it from me, I think.
Okay. The one here next to you sort of shimmers for a moment and then opens its mouth, and a bead of flame builds for a moment before it's not using the usual spell effect, but a sphere of fire appears here. And let me just double check because it's Halvor does. No, it appears on you, sorry. I know Bartandalis casts this all the time, but I am not familiar with it. But yes, a flaming orb appears there. Do they take the damage immediately if it's cast on them, Bartandalis?
Yes. Yeah, you get to cast it, move it and do the damage straight away. It's only damage on one target when you slam it into it.
And it basically slams it into the doorway. So it blocks the doorway and hits Esmeralda. So I'm going to require Esmeralda to make, where are we? Make the saving throw against the sphere's damage.
What are these doors made out of, DM?
Just iron-banded wood.
Door material.
Iron-banded wood. Okay.
Door material, yeah. Esmeralda takes 9 points of fire damage. Sure, don't know what she's concentrating on, but sure. Yeah, whatever it was, she fucked it off. And then it is going to drift away.
Opportunity attack.
Is it? Didn't you do it on the one that
it's been my turn?
There? It has been your turn, of course. Misses.
Oh,
God, that's rare. Okay, next one that is between the two of you. Is going to drift back a bit. And is going to ready an action.
Mayhaps Ez is going to opportunity attack it?
Yes, absolutely. Sorry. Good shout. For a second, I was like, of course not. It's all the way over there. What a stupid... Oh, no, wait. It moved from next to her. Misses. Harris, sort of next to you, Cora.
Do I know if Harris is likely to be very squishy or a good fighter?
That's a fair enough point, yeah. Harris wasn't the Fifi type. He wasn't like the extra sneaky, but he was alright with a sword. He wasn't the one who'd go off doing or like the really underhanded stuff, but when it came to a fight, he was always very handy with a near enough bit of pipe or a plank. He wasn't afraid to fight. You will have noticed as well, once you've sort of been friends and hanging around together back in here, that he does have a long sword. We'll say on his back, will be a back wanker. Which he has drawn with Halvor's shout. So yeah, you would not feel, well, to be fair, I say you would not feel the need to look after him. Consider how much your power has grown in the time you've been in Barovia.
Yeah, that's what I was
It might be a bit
thinking.
difficult to
He's
gauge.
level 1.
Yeah, you haven't seen him in action yet. However, this room is just filled with light from the flame, the light being cast off this giant flaming orb outside the door, and he's sort of, he moves holding his sword, he sort of shields his face a bit, and he's like, I can't get past it. What should we do, Cora? Can you put it out?
Hang back, Harris. Don't worry, they can defend themselves. I can't lose you.
And he will take the dodge action. Bartandalis, it's you.
I just want to check something, just with what you just said. Is that he can't get past the sphere?
There's a flaming sphere in the doorway to the southern room, which has blocked Cora and Harris in the room.
Okay. Because she doesn't know the ins and outs, but because I've used it a few times, any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet takes damage, so they should be able to pass through it. It doesn't block you from moving through it. So I would presume Cora's been around me enough that she would know that.
Or that she could duck under it.
Yeah.
That's a very thiefy thing to do. She Indiana Jones slides under it.
It's a 5-foot diameter sphere.
Yeah,
It's
her turn's not a come up, so if she decides that she would remember that, she's certainly able to dip under it. But even though Harris has now said he's taken the dodge action, I could imagine her telling him to stay in here anyway.
Yeah, I want him to stay there. I don't care.
Okay, but just so based off that, Cora, you don't have to feel. If you feel that Cora would remember this, you don't have to feel locked in. Okay, so for Barty's turn though, what's he doing?
For Barty's turn, I'm kind of like sat on the floor, scorched, blooded, kind of like almost passing out, and I kind of pat myself down, reach into my components pouch. I take out a piece of copper wire and start talking into it, and then I kind of half unconscious point towards the door, and I will cast message. Say, Helvor, I'm real bad, but alive. One spell left. Shout me if someone needs healing. And then I kind of like sink back and lean my head on the stone wall and put the copper wire back into the components pouch. And that's my go.
Okay.
Should I respond immediately or on my turn?
You
have a round to so before my turn comes around again.
Okay, Cora, It's you. What are you doing?
I'm going to take a step forward first, and can I see the skull?
A skull? No. You see, there's that yellow circle is a great big flaming sphere. Well, a 5-foot flaming sphere.
So, no matter what, I'm not going to be able to see. Like, from where I am now, I can see a skull up here, but should I not be able to see that?
Are we saying that you'd be able to shoot through it? I don't know. Oh, actually. Oh, yeah, it's giving off flame, which is why you would be able to see it. Sure.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to aim at the skull that's furthest away from me.
Okay.
It's not letting me aim for some reason.
You're targeting it already.
got it.
And that's how.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
got it.
Yeah.
I'm also going to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
I was going to say, you ain't shit getting Norris flying through the dark in this place. A Hunter's Mark? Yeah, absolutely.
I'm firing.
Okay. You're soon, Halvor. Be thinking about what you're going to do. Hits.
Cool, I'm attacking him again.
Oh, hold on, because that is the one... Oh, fact, sorry. Yeah, that's fine. What was the damage you did to it? 18, so it's half or 10, isn't it? So yeah, it passes. Okay.
So I'm attacking again.
Yeah, sure.
Does that hit?
Yep.
Should have gone 1d6 on that as well. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So roll a 1d6.
Oh, that was worth it.
So 18. So concentration check needs to beat a 10.
Ah, no! Screw
All
you,
day,
Blaze
baby.
Girl.
The flaming sphere persists.
Cool. And I am just going to fling an arm out in front of Harris and say, "We can defend them from here. Don't go."
Okay. Is that all from you?
Yep, that's me.
Okay. Having not moved from the sphere, it burns out and scorches at you, and you are going to take.
Me?
Yes, you're within 5 foot of the sphere. You would take
I
7
thought-
fire
Is the
damage.
sphere not at the middle of the dot?
You are correct. I've misread. Do you know what? I'm used to having the big glowing thing, be it not this bloody circle. Yeah, it does actually highlight the 2 squares which consist of that. Ignore what I have just said. So that is the end of the round. Esmeralda is definitely stepping away from this sphere. And she is going to... She's going to make to... Oh, can she get to... I think she can actually. Just get to it. She's going to attack thrice.
What did Thrice ever do to her?
Wow.
So I'm going to change that. She's going to attack Halvor.
Deserved for that, to be honest.
Got to make 10. Oh my god.
What is with this skull?
Sorry, guys. Don't mind me. I'm doing my Sudoku.
Fails. The flaming sphere sputters out. Was that 2 attacks from her? 1, 2...
Mhm.
Yeah, and she will make her final attack. And she kills it. Just almost pins it to the wall with her rapier for a second before wrenching it back and it just drops to the floor. That is her. Halvor, it you.
My mental message goes back out to Bartandalus, and I'm hasted, so it comes out really quickly. I'm just like, we've got this, stay safe! And I sprint towards the final skull.
Shield.
Oh.
Misses. Hold on before you roll again. Let me just... Oh, okay. Also misses.
I miss again. Fuck. Well, haste attack, don't attack again.
Yep. I've amended the AC now. Hits.
Thank God.
Oh! Oh! You just killed it. As it was readying a fucking fireball, a point-blank fireball for you and Ez in its mouth. Tell me how you interrupt it.
Oh, just as it's opening its mouth and I can see embers coalescing within, I shove my shield into it and then hammer down on top of it with the axe.
Nice.
Nice.
Eat this!
Also, Halvor, make me a perception check.
Somewhat perceptive.
Yeah, it's somewhat perceptive. I would give it to you that... Why is something not happening that I want to happen? Okay, I will give it to you that from across the hallway, through the high-up arched windows, you see another 3 flame skulls are currently about this far away and are drifting over from the other corridor. Directly across the temple. They are not here. They're not here in this round of combat, but they are en route.
What kind of distance we're talking?
This sort of distance.
Oh. There's more coming!
Do I hear that, DM?
Yeah, through that door. Yeah, you probably can't see Halvor is like near enough on the other side of your door.
Oh, right, okay.
They will be with you, I would say, in about 12 seconds.
Although they can cast Fireball at 120 feet, so...
Yes.
Not if I'm with them first.
Anything else from you on your turn?
Nope.
Okay.
Actually, I've got movement, I suppose.
That flame skull is dead. Is that your movement?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. You see drifting down. There's a bit of height on these as well. These are currently at about 20 foot high, but descending rapidly. In fact, I'd say this one ends around only about 10 foot above the floor. It looks in your direction, and it is going to fireball streaking over to you and Ez as it comes over. Big damage. Next up is Harris. The flaming sphere extinguished. He looks to Cora, even though it's very dark in here now, and say, "Okay, are we going? Yes. Let's do it."
Who knows what's out there? Stay close.
Well, hey, be careful.
Don't worry about me. It's you I'm worried about.
And he's gonna dart out. Seeing nothing nearby, he's gonna use his dash. Well, you know what? He would be using his dash, but then he sees the flames still licking at the floor, at the floor and the walls, and Ez reeling and patting her clothes out, and he's gonna stop shy just up the corner, so gonna fully commit.
Good boy.
That is a horrendously low fireball.
It is.
It's because it wasn't aimed at me.
What's fireball standard? 66?
80.
Yeah.
Is it?
The other one drifts over around a pillar. Another blast hits Halvor, Ez, and Harris at the corner.
Harris, Jesus Christ, man!
Oh, shit.
A much bigger fireball blasting out. You can just hear. You can
I rolled
just
a 1 and a 2.
You can just hear from in your cubbyhole, from in your room, bartenders, just a sequence of massive explosions, dust falling from the ceiling, and now it is you, bartenderless.
I'm kind of hearing all this happen. I'm hearing him shouting. It's like just chaos outside. I will kind of like prop myself up. I am going to open the door, and then from my bag of holding, summon the jug into my hand, and from my wizard spellbook that's on my holster, I've got like my spell scrolls kind of like tucked into it. I'm going to pull out the one of the spell scrolls, and I'm going to walk out with my hands up. So I'm going to. Can you open the door for me?
Please tell me it's catapult.
I'm going to walk out with it, and I kind of like see them glowing over, and I've got the jug held up, and I say, "All right, I'm sorry, I underestimated you. My mistake. You've proven yourself. All right, I'm sorry. Look, here, I'm gonna take it back, and a little something extra, another magic item. You know, you can have this." And I will put the spell scroll inside the jug, and I'm kind of like holding it up, and I'm just walking out with my hands out. I've got my eyes closed, kind of like squeamish, squinting, just kind of like holding the jug up in the air. "I'm sorry."
What is it?
"It's a spell scroll.
I can see that. What spell?
Cast Bless." As he's speaking to me, I look up.
Wrong one.
You
Sorry,
may
I-
approach.
Ooh, okay. I can approach. Okay. I'm kind of
You
walking
see
past-
they've kind of they've been drifting forward, but they kind of just hover now. And you see the smoke is now whirling again inside the cowl of the statue. And it just looks down and balls into you.
I'm sorry. Alright, I wasn't sure whether you could do what you said, and that was my mistake. You've proven it. You're more powerful than I imagined.
I'm still walking over with the jug kind of held in two hands, held up towards the thing. And an eye over to these floating skulls. I'm like,
They are all just sort of hovering. They've all turned very much in your direction, and you see flames slowly brimming in the mouth of each.
I'm kind of like limping over, like blood spatter. And I'll stand in front of the altar.
Do you want to here or back up there?
Here.
And I will step forward and I will place the jug onto the altar, and then just take a step back.
Are we okay?
I have your life in my hands.
I know. This was my mistake. This was my error. My life, not theirs.
Make a persuasion check.
Straight, or with my gift, do I get anything?
With your gift?
My extra spell scroll.
No.
Wow!
You're lucky to not be having it at disadvantage.
How dare.
Are we good?
Make me. You see a flicker of blue for a moment inside the smoke. Make me a. Oh, where the fuck is that? Make me a wisdom saving throw. I'm just finding the DC now. DC 15.
Okay.
Felt like it rolled. Oh, yeah, boy.
Okay.
So wise.
Silence from the statue.
And the green skulls aren't moving?
No, they still hover on the spot.
Then we'll allow it.
Okay, good boy.
I will
Give it to him when you're back.
Okay.
take
Go on.
another step back. Say, are we okay now? I'll not, I'll leave. I'll not pick anything else up. Okay, made your point.
One more thing. But I keep picking the wrong voice because all the icons have changed in the newest update.
One more thing. What?
A show of good faith. I haven't seen that book before. Leave it here, and you may collect it when you leave. I wish to read it.
Insight check into the weird creature. Whether I believe he'll let me take it on the way back.
Sure, you can make an insight check.
Disadvantage because he has no face.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say you have got for the interactions of this voice so far, it has seemed very proud and confident and somewhat, the fact that you are being punished so harshly for transgressing against rules, perhaps this is a voice that you could feel confident lives up to its, keeps its word.
Okay. Then I will step forward, and as I'm kind of like summoning it from my bag of holding, so I was actually hoping to have a read of this while we took a rest. You think we could maybe read it together later? As I'm kind of like already reaching out to put it on the altar. Maybe just give me a couple of hours with it?
Make me a persuasion check. Flat.
We may read it together.
And then I give it a nod and I place it onto.
Cool.
Place it onto his altar.
I will summon you when it is time.
Sounds good. I mean, that's a pretty powerful book you've got there. A lot more powerful than that jug. Almost seems like an unfair. And I start saying it, and then I'm like, forget about it. Forget about it. You'll tell me when it's time.
And I stagger back a little bit.
They are just
They're rounding
drifting.
me up. Feel like a sheep pig just being rounded.
Okay. What are you all wanting to do? Oh yeah, poor Cora kind of got left out of initiative order there by you de-escalating things. Sorry, Cora. Let's get Cora out here.
Okay,
As you're coming out, you see that Harris is sort of patting flames out on his arm and has dropped his sword, but it doesn't look like he's anywhere near death's door. He's been sort of taken a bit by surprise.
Harris, I told you to stay out of trouble.
I just wanted to help. I'm all right. I've had much worse than this.
You can help by staying with me next time.
What are we doing? Are we retreating, or are we standing and fighting?
No, leave them be. We don't know how many more of these things he might be around here.
Then let's get back inside.
Let's
So we're
rest.
gonna have that rest that we're supposed to be having.
That rest from like an hour ago.
Harris, come on.
Hey, I think I can take it. What the hell?
I'm
What
healing
did you just roll?
myself.
Oh wow, a big dice for very little healing.
Yeah, very disappointing.
If Harris hadn't come in with me, then I would have got my arrow out and be like, get inside.
We've rounded them up. Let's finish this.
So, what you want? I imagine, Lindsay, you're wanting to call it, or have you got a bit more longer in you now that Harris is here?
I have to be out of the house at 8 in the morning.
I'm going to presume that you are all going to want to be resting in this room, from how you've been talking.
Try and take
Yeah,
a long rest.
well,
Yeah.
a long rest. Okay, we can sort out anything you want to say or do. But first of all, can everyone please make me a wisdom saving throw? DC.
That's not good.
And this is, you're committing to attempting this long rest. You're not changing this halfway through. The DC is 20.
And that's a will saving? Wisdom
Yes.
saving throw?
It is.
Do we get a feeling? Nice. Do we get a feeling that we're being oppressed as we try to settle down or anything?
Once all the rolls are made, I will describe what each of you experiences.
Very low odds of success here.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Cora's done it.
I can't use resistance on myself to improve my saving
No.
throw.
No. Okay. Throughout the night, it is extremely, extremely cold in this room, much like it is the whole place. There is also just unease, and you keep feeling you can hear whispers, and just you'll hear a crunch of just like the wood moving in the room. And you'll all sort of be looking up and start, and maybe even reaching for a weapon and just seeing there's nothing there. You almost hear whispered laughter. It is a bad place to try and spend a night. By the end of it, Ez, Halvor, Harris only get the benefit of a short rest.
Ooh.
Bartandalis and Cora get the benefit of a long rest.
You.
I mean, to be fair, aren't I the only one that really I mean, there's only me and Cora that need it because we've got spell slots.
True.
Oh no, no, S has got spell slots though.
No.
Fuck
We
S.
don't know. Maybe Harris has. Who knows?
Oh, rage. Sorry, I'll just keep casting haste on you. You're good, man. You're good.
We take a long rest now.
You can, the others can only apply short rests. Sorry, Halvor can only apply a short rest. Cora and Bartandalis can apply a long rest.
I was literally had no spell slots left. So this is good. Otherwise, I was going to be recovering 2 level 1 spell slots with my short rest. God damn, man.
So
That
you spend
is-
a number of hours in here. Anything anybody wants to say they've done or said?
I mean, me and Harris basically caught up with everything that's happened between us now. There doesn't seem to be any more that we needed to be gone into between us.
Okay. Then a period of time passes. Even those of you who managed to get a rest, it was a shit night's sleep, and you all feel nauseous and just uncomfortable and it sounds daft, quite upset. Just this place is doing something to you. You are feeling watched, quite sort of just exposed, and yeah, not good. And we will pick up in 1 week.
Cool. Oh, the other thing that I would like to try and establish from Harris is how much fighting experience he's likely to have had since we last saw each other, so I can kind of work out.
On a scale of 1 to 20, where do you rate yourself level-wise?
Exactly. I'd say
A solid
I am
19.
pretty good. I mean, that's good. In that case, you go first.
He would tell you that, he's obviously killed wolves, bandits, some undead. They came up against some horrible things on their way up the mountain. He fended off a huge wolf with a stinger-like tail, and frost bears and yeti, which you didn't see.
Killed the fucking wolf, though, couldn't you? Cool. Okay, so you're not too squishy. That's fine. Good. I won't worry about protecting him too much then.
He just smiles. Of course, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Awkward.
And we'll call it there then. And we will pick up here next week. Thank you very much, everybody.
Cool. That was a fun session.
I'm very glad to hear it.
Fucking jug.
And you've not even identified it. You never identified it before you gave it back.
Nah, there's no point. I don't want to know what it is, because if it's really good, I wouldn't have wanted to give it back. So I'm like, do you know what? Let's just call it, a jug of endless water. Fuck it, I don't need it. Fine.
I'm not feeling good about the fact we now have to do 15 hours worth of dungeon delving and we can't take another long rest.
I mean, yeah.
That's pretty bad for me.
This is brutal.
I have 0 hit dice and I have 1 adrenaline surge left.
But I've got haste, and I'll be more reserved. I think I'll be dipping back to cantrips for my casting, so I can heal. So we're not. I think it would have been worse for me to not get a long rest than anybody else at the moment, because I would have been redundant more than I normally am.
I'm just putting in Discord now, because the only way to share it without sharing all what the item was.
Why are you doing that? What's this? Say, jug of infinite fire. Damn!
It's one of those things where when you've only got 3 adrenaline surges a day, you've got to try and ration them as best you can. But now a day is blowing into 2, and it just so happens the 2 that I have used in here basically haven't had any combat when I use them.
We'll just sit in that room upstairs in the auditorium and play tiddlywinks for a couple of hours, eh?
I don't think we can do that. Should we just leave? We've got Harris.
Yeah, let's just
We need
go.
to find something so that I can restore the Fanes. That was probably the most important thing.
We'll come back in 5 levels.
Okay.
Just go grinding wolves with Harris, making hardcore. Just power level him a bit. Let's power level Harris.
You'll power level you.
I mean, I saw how little health he had left after taking a few hits, so I don't think he's where we're at.
I mean, if you want to talk shit, he's got more HP than you.
I mean, that means very, very little. Those flames had more hit points than I did.
I think they actually...
They have 25.
They have only marginally less than you.
Say, that's because I am a flame skull in disguise.
Right, thank you everybody. I really enjoyed that one. And we will pick up next week. Say goodbye to our 87 viewers.
Goodbye, 87 viewers.
Bye, viewers. www.
Oh, sorry, there was a decimal point there.
8.7.
No, just under a viewer.
87.
How fucking dare you interrupt me in the middle of my ad placement? Yeah, whatever. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for the session, DM.
You're welcome.
Sorry for making us burn all our resources twice.